Hi, we are going to start a new reading adventure discussing the alphabet, and we're going to talk about alphabet animals. And a lot of times these are not going to be the usual animals that you think about. Oh, and what's the first letter of the alphabet? A. And what's the alphabet start with? A. And what does animals start with? A. So I guess it's a good thing we're going to discuss all these strange new animals that you've never heard of before. We're going to start off with a book that's all about underwater animals. If you look underwater on any of the coral reefs of the world, you will see an incredibly beautiful place. Coral reefs may be the most interesting places on Earth. A coral reef is made of millions of animals called coral. Corals have hard skeletons that attach to each other, forming huge colonies. A coral colony can be almost any shape, and many different colors form a reef. And now we'll talk about the angelfish that I have my finger on. Let's see what they say about angelfish. There are enough different kinds of angelfish in the world for someone to write an angelfish alphabet book. The one on this page is a flame angelfish. It looks kind of like the flame on a candle. And I know every one of you has seen our A and our icky bug insect book. An ant. Yes, those ants, they can get kind of pesky. A is for ants. And ants, they are very hard workers. They are able to carry things that are larger and heavier than they are. They always seem to be trying to build something, especially anthills. Next, we have a book that is called our furry animal book. And most of these animals that are furry are called mammals. Look at this guy. He's kind of strange looking. A is the first letter of AA. This spooky-faced animal is very hard to find. Not many people have ever even seen one alive. It lives in the thick forests of Madagascar, Africa. The AA uses its teeth and its long middle finger to dig in trees for insects to eat. I kind of doubt that we're even going to see an AA in a zoo. And we also have a butterfly book that we're going to be reading in every week. And A is for an Apollo butterfly. Apollo butterflies are the high-flying champions of the butterfly world. They have been seen almost 4 miles up in the mountains of Asia. Boy, they must be able to breathe really well because the air gets pretty thin when you climb up on a mountain that high. And here is our freshwater book that we're going to be reading out of. And we're going to learn about an American eagle. Oh, America. We live in America. That's another word that starts with A. A is also for American eel. These fish live in fresh waters, but they have their babies in salt water. Later on in this book, we will learn about a fish that does just the opposite. He's kind of skinny and long, like a ribbon, isn't he? And this is a book that I love. Yucky Reptiles. Reptiles are very cool animals. They are cold-blooded. Mammals, like us, have fur or hair and are warm-blooded, but reptiles usually have scales. They are always cold-blooded, and they usually lay eggs. A is for this armadillo lizard. When attacked or frightened, the armadillo lizard pretends it's a pine cone. It sticks its tail in its mouth, and it rolls itself into a ball. And if you watch this video all the way through to the end, we're going to be looking at animals that have these tendencies that we've talked about today. And so next week, we are going to discuss the letter B. See you then. Bye-bye.